Hey everyone. Welcome back to Vishnu Vortex. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a projectile shooting enemy AI in Unity. This enemy will detect the player, face the right direction, and shoot projectiles automatically. Let's jump right in. First, let's create our enemy. We'll start by making a new C# script called enemy.cs. This script will handle detecting the player and shooting projectiles. In our enemy script, we define some key variables. Firepoint, the position where the projectile spawns. Projectile prefab, the projectile that the enemy will shoot. Fire rate, how often the enemy fires. Attack range, the detection range for the player. Now, let's handle player detection. Our enemy detects the player using physics2d.overlap box. If the player is within range, the enemy will turn to face them and shoot. Let's see how that works. The function checks for a player within the given attack range. If the player is detected, the enemy calls facePlayer to turn in the correct direction and then shoots. The enemy needs to face the player before shooting. This function checks the player's position and flips the sprite accordingly. If the player is to the right, the enemy flips right. If the player is to the left, it flips left. We also adjust the firepoint position so the bullets spawn from the correct side. Important, make sure that the firepoint is a child of the enemy game object. This ensures that the bullet spawns from the right position even if the enemy flips direction. Now for the fun part, shooting bullets. When it's time to fire, we instantiate a projectile and set its direction. First, we check if there are available bullets. Then, we instantiate a new bullet at firepoint. Finally, we call setDirection to ensure the bullet moves in the right direction. Now, let's look at the enemy projectile script, which controls the bullet movement. This script controls bullet speed, direction, and player collision. setDirection flips the bullet sprite if needed. The update function moves the bullet in the correct direction. When the bullet collides with the player, it deals damage and is destroyed. Important fixes. To avoid unwanted collisions between bullets and the enemy, do the following. 1. Set the bullet's collider to is trigger in the inspector. 2. Go to Edit Project Settings, Physics2d and disable collisions between the bullet layer and the enemy layer. 3. Make sure your firepoint is a child of the enemy so bullets spawn correctly when the enemy flips. Now, let's test it. As you can see, the enemy detects the player, faces the right direction, and fires projectiles. Perfect. And that's how you create a projectile enemy AI in Unity. If you found this tutorial helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more game development content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.